Yo, what's up? It's your boy Kim. You know what time it is? Farm Boys Talk. So today we'll be discussing the blue therapy. Guys, I know you've watched it. You'll join us to discuss some of the things that happened. I have got one of my G's here, but before I introduce him, let's hit the intro. Welcome back, my people. You know what time it is? It's your boy Kim. So today, one of my he's big, Mr. Big, Yuri. Welcome to Farm Boys Talk, man.
My man.
Yeah, bro. Have you heard about this blue therapy thing?
I've heard about it from you, but so we're sitting right here and we're gonna watch it and discuss.
We're gonna react to it.
We're gonna react to it and see what's happening.
So today, basically, what we'll be doing, we'll be reacting to the blue therapy, episode 4, whereby we have Paul and Chioma discussing their relationship issues, and we will tell you our perspective from guys that gym a lot. Look, I'm not like Yuri, but I gym as well. But Yuri is a boss in this industry because he's a personal trainer as well. You can see the arms. It speaks for itself, man. You gotta flex it out for us.
There's people watching. I gotta show them that I'm a walking billboard, right?
You get what he said?
Walking billboard.
Okay, so we're not gonna waste any more of your time. Let's get into it. Nah, man, I don't want to listen to this introduction.
Right.
Let's skip this
I'm
part.
going to ask you both to just give me some idea how your life routine was before you got together. So,
Well, speaking for myself, of course, I went to work, I got back, I worked on my business. Sometimes I would go and see Paul, obviously do the whole cooking here and there, and he would cook for me. And, if I was in a dirty environment, I would try and clean up, but that's pretty much it. I didn't feel as though there was an obligation to do these things. I didn't feel like it was my duty to cook, for example,
And
Bro, let's talk about this.
Okay.
Do you think that it's the duty of the woman to clean and cook for the boyfriend?
I'll ask you this question. Do you think it's a duty of a man to bring the bag home?
Well, it is my duty to bring the bag home.
Right? Everybody has to play a role, right? I'm not gonna answer that. I'm just putting it out there. Just say everybody's gotta play a role.
So you're basically saying that if it's my duty as a man to bring the bag home
Right.
and provide for you,
Right.
you also got to do your part.
It's a teamwork. Yeah, we gotta do your part.
It's about to get lit. Okay, let's move on.
how was your daily routine?
Literally up in the morning, out with a few clients, come back, work on a few more clients online, food preps, so I'll probably prep for like the next 4 to 5 days, something like that. Tidy environment.
Right. So, how has this changed since you've moved in together?
I'm his chef and his cleaner.
That's how you feel?
Yes, it is how I feel. I've got a busy schedule as well, but Paul likes it when he gets home from work and food is ready. Since I've moved in with Paul, he now wants me to cook every time I have time. In the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, every second weekends when I come back from work. Honestly speaking, he was eating prior to me moving in, so I don't understand what's going on. It wasn't takeout, you were cooking, so why don't you cook? And the thing is with him, he likes fresh meals.
I gotta interject in this one, right? I gotta say, from a guy, I've gotta paint this picture out for those people that don't know. You just joined, right?
Yeah.
Basically, Paul is a personal trainer.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, because of meal prep and stuff.
Yeah,
he's a personal
trainer. Paul is a needs guy because if you're a personal trainer, you plan everything is on point. So she met this dude because he looked a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Right? He looked a certain way and she liked that.
Yeah.
And maybe he had somebody else cooking for him.
Yes.
It could have been his mother, it could have been his sister, it could have been his ex-girlfriend, it could have been anybody, right?
Yeah, true.
So now she's the new woman.
Yeah.
So does she want him to go to those other people and ask them to cook?
I think that will obviously be a problem for any woman.
Exactly.
If I go and ask my ex-girlfriend for me to cook for me, is going to be a problem. Like, think about if I'm dating, I go and ask my ex-girlfriend. So now I think what you're saying basically is that if you say you don't want to do it, then I should go ask someone else, which I don't want to do. So you be my woman, you have to do it. But she's saying that cook almost every time.
I mean, like it's I've got to be careful how I say this. I've got to be careful how I word it.
Yeah.
So you just have to, it's meal prep. It's nothing like fancy. It's not a gourmet food. Put that stuff in the oven. They bam, bam, there, done.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard.
So you mean the meal prepping things not that difficult?
It's not that
I mean, look, you're a personal trainer, so you know much about this. Yeah. But anyway, let's continue.
And I don't mind doing that, maybe on a Sunday evening, but he would like me to prepare these horrible dishes every single day.
At any time, do you ever eat the same meal together?
Let me tell you one of my biggest problems. He's kind of denounced our cultural foods.
Hey.
Oh.
Yes. So he has issues with the fact it's oily. Even though he eats ice cream and he has takeout, he finds it too heavy. You don't have to eat it during the week, but on Sundays, for example, we can have a dinner. We could have some African dishes and that's one of the reasons he actually fell in love with me, my cooking. And all of a sudden now it's too fresh or it's too heavy.
Nah, you know what, huh?
Paul got issues.
Yeah,
Paul got issues.
Definitely, right? The thing is this.
Ogboron, jollof. Paul, you have issues, my guy.
Man,
My guy.
She didn't choose to live his life. If you're an accountant, I don't come home and you wouldn't show numbers or whatever all the time. I'm not an accountant. You're an accountant.
Yeah.
So right now there's compromise and he's not compromising. So already there's something wrong.
So you feel like she's compromising, but Paul is not compromising?
Not at all. So it's a dictatorship almost.
But it seems like Paul is also Nigerian, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she was saying that he refused African dishes. I don't know if he's Nigerian or whatever, but it's definitely African
yeah.
for sure. But, ladies, a man that will refuse a West African dish or Central dish or African dish, man, I don't know, man. Who did you get married to? Who you dating, bruh? Hey, do you know? But man, I don't even want to go into detail. Maybe if I go to my Congolese friends and they're cooking and oh my God.
All African food goes in.
Goes in. And now she's saying that not even all the time. I mean, we have cheat days, don't we?
Yeah, there's just one. That's what I'm saying. He's not compromising at all. So obviously I want to hear the whole thing. I want to react to the whole thing because right now I'm in the middle.
I'm also in the middle. Right now I'm going way against Paul right now. Like Paul, nah, bruh.
And it's too fatty. There's too many calories in these dishes for him.
Have you always watched the calories and your weight, presumably, if you're watching the calories? Or is this a new scenario?
It's a very good question. I feel like Chioma is very selfish. What's funny?
How am I selfish? Because I want to cook for you.
Okay, but what's funny though?
The fact you just said I'm selfish.
So
what does
when
that
you
mean?
were talking, I wasn't nothing.
No, well, first of all, I'm not selfish. I would like to cook for him, but he makes it very difficult to cater to him when I'm busy as well.
Based on the question she asked, in terms of my food history, you basically have no...
Stop. Let me stop this here. Sorry, I think it's going to take longer than what... Yo!
Let's do this. Let's go in.
So now this guy calls her selfish because she wants to cook for him. Hey.
Man, I think this guy is on...
These American boys are a problem.
in reverse.
This American... You see, go and find an African man. These American boys are a problem. You see, this half Africa, half American. Imagine.
This guy, I think they're British, aren't they? You gotta come back to Africa.
Come back to Africa. This guy is wasting our time here.
Knowledge of it. You know, I don't know you to tell you anything about myself, but here we are. I'll give you a tiny bit of background. So I actually went through depression at a stage, and food was my outlet. So at that time, you know, if I was going through stress or anything, I used to eat, and that was just me making myself feel happy for the short term, but damaging my own body in the long term. It actually took me quite a while to, you know, lose the weight, get into shape. And, you know, since I've kind of got back onto track, I've been very basically religious and strict with my workouts, you know, my diet and stuff like that. You know, I literally have a board in a room which shows, you know, what I plan to eat. This is something that I take very seriously.
I feel bad. I feel like I've let him down. in some way. I don't understand why he didn't feel comfortable enough to speak to me about it. And it really does upset me that, you know, I'm hearing about it for the first time in our therapy session.
I didn't tell Chioma about my depression because I feel like, first of all, it's something that's very sensitive and personal. And at the same time, she can be quite insensitive as well. So, you know, if I'm just going to just kind of give off something just like that, it's easy for her to kind of use that to manipulate and potentially push my buttons, basically. And I wasn't going to have that.
And just
Bro, how many men are depressed?
Sorry.
I don't want to talk about it. Like,
Yeah, sorry to always reverse these questions that you ask me. It's just like if you think about it, the rates of suicide is
men is higher than women, yeah.
Why? Because
Men are more depressed than women.
yeah, because there's so much pressure we are taught, especially in being African, that a man can be a little bit sad. A man can be, they'll tell you go to church.
What's wrong with going to church?
Look, depression is a real thing. Go to church and then go get delivered from it. You can, but sometimes you need to sit in front of a therapist, right?
Shrink. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we bottle it in, and then we can't express ourselves because we African men.
Yeah, I think there was an episode that I did also concerning the whole depression about men and stuff like that. It wasn't based on depression, but I did mention some things about depression when it comes to men. Men keep a lot inside, and we're scared to open up. It takes us a bit of time to open up. Sadly, he opened up in front of someone else or in front of the whole world, but we actually do that. We keep it in for a very long time. And it's not because we don't want to tell you, but because it's not time for us to tell you. We decide when it's time for us to tell you, because sometimes also, you didn't make mention of the word manipulation.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes, look, let's be real. A lot of people out there, a lot of females out there, I'm not saying all, know how to manipulate situations very, very well. And if you manipulate a situation, now I'm going to get hurt. And if I do something, you're going to say it or whatever the case might be. So maybe that was the reason why that he kept it under wraps.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
But anyway, let's move on.
were you doing this when you were together?
Can I just point something out? This is my problem with him. So he's just expressed something to you that he's never expressed to me. I had no idea that he was depressed and used food as an outlet. You've never, for once, told me that, and we've been together 3 years. So of course, me wanting to make you traditional food is gonna come across selfish if I don't know this knowledge. To me, he wants me to do meal preps. You want to live a healthy lifestyle, which is absolutely fine. But the fact that you used to cook before and now you don't want to cook is what I'm complaining about. I had no idea that you were depressed, babe. Like, you could have easily said that to me. We could have had a conversation about this and I would never bring it up.
Okay. So let's look at it like this, right? Okay. I used to cook for you, right?
Yes, you did.
What did I used to cook?
He would make like rice, some stew, chicken.
Do you see me eating that now? Let me ask you a question. If you know that the way I've kind of changed my food and lifestyle has made me into the man that I am, and if you're happy with what you have, why would you... Does this... Okay, look, okay, babe. All right, look at me. Not in a cocky way, but just look at me.
What does that mean?
Do you like what you see?
When I met him, he was fat. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
But that's what I told you. She liked what she saw, and then now she's trying to change that, right?
Oh my God. So in other words, he's literally telling you, you met me like this.
Right.
So you don't have the right to be telling me that now I need to change because you met me like this. So you're going to love me the way I am. I think that's both ways though.
Yeah.
Because he also met her cooking, loving to cook for the boyfriend. And he also understood the part that on Sundays she preferred to cook and stuff like that, right?
All right.
So how come he's also not listening to that part? How come he's also not playing that part? I think it's a two-way street here.
No, it is a two-way street. It's just like you getting a job. They give you a contract. You read the T's and C's, right?
Yeah, bro.
And then you sign it.
Yes.
You know that I'm going to have to make meal preps. And then he also signed it. Not obviously he didn't sign it, but he's like, she likes to cook African food. So that's why I was saying there's that to be that compromise.
Yeah.
And I guess, but he didn't tell her everything, so she didn't know everything. So her contract was a little bit flawed.
But do you think that men, actually not just men, I'll say people, do you think that we say it all? I won't lie to you. There's certain things about me that I don't feel like I need to tell a partner.
Oh yeah. You can't tell everything. First, like when you meet somebody, I always say this, you send your representative, right? The one in that suit, the one with the fresh haircut,
Fine boy like that, eh?
you know? And then like an onion, you start peeling, and then she's gonna figure it out what kind the guy you are, or But then some people that are good actors, huh?
Yeah, but some people can act the whole time, man. You ain't gonna
know for 10 years,
right? Yo, all right, let's go.
He started gymming, yeah, and my African dishes, these fatty dishes, also built you to the man you are today, correct?
African
You
dishes,
loved it,
the majority
correct?
of African dishes are filled with carbs. Muscles are built based on protein, so technically speaking,
Well,
that's
you
wrong.
can eat beans. You can eat beans and yam porridge. You can eat all these things. Can you not?
I feel like with Chioma's diet, she doesn't take it seriously. Considering what I do, the people I work with, and the results that I get, the results I've got for myself, I think that should kind of motivate her to want to take her diet more seriously, but she doesn't, and that's basically a red flag to me. Like, how are we gonna work?
I'm not even trying to make
say
it every
something.
single day. That's the thing. I'm not.
I mean, it sounds like I'm on Paul's side, but I'll tell you what, like with like experience, what will happen, it will breed insecurity in her. He's gonna start looking good and she's gonna start gaining. I mean, everyone's getting older, metabolism slows down, you gain weight, but now because he's on another diet, so she's gonna start thinking, you go into the gym, you like those ones with like this, you like those ones like that, you like these ones like that. But she's not trying to keep up.
Yeah, and I get you.
You know, so it's gonna breed insecurity.
Yeah.
Unless she's really, really strong.
Yeah.
You know, but every woman has some sort of everybody has some sort of insecurity.
Yeah. Let me drop something that personal experience. I once went to therapy.
Right.
An ex of mine. And when I got there, when I got there, like I found out that this lady was literally going to the gym because of me, not because that she wants to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And I only found out at therapy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that pissed me off the most was the fact that when I met her, she was going to the gym.
But look, she was going to the gym and then she saw what she looked like. So she's trying to, so now she in her head, that's what I'm saying, it's breeding insecurity. So she's trying to, maybe she used to go 3 times a week, but now because of you, she's going 6 times a week now.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's out of her comfort zone. In her head, she's thinking, nah, this guy's making me do it, but it's because she wants to impress you. But then she's thinking you make her do it, but then, so it's just like...
Yeah, but the thing was, I never forced her. I never said go to the gym.
You don't have to. You don't have to force her. I'll tell you what, before you carry on, I'll tell you what. It's like this. If you you go with a girl and you look good, you take your shirt off.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Right? And then she starts, you're a guy and she's a girl, there's no comparison.
Yeah.
But she starts comparing and starts like thinking, maybe he's been with another girl there had a 6-pack. I don't have. Like, so she's becoming insecure.
Yeah.
And then that's why she wanted to start going. But then now she's thinking, she's made herself believe that you forcing her to do it. But she wanted to impress you. So it becomes skewed.
Yeah, now I fully get you. I've always been into women that love the gym, but it has never been a requirement.
Right.
Yeah, that's my thing. So she wasn't required to go to the gym. What saddened me at the time was when I found out, I was shocked.
Did you tell her that you're into women that go to the gym?
No, she knew about it. She knew how much I love the gym. She knew. Actually, here's the thing. Maybe she didn't know, but let me say this. I love women that go to the gym, but like I said, it's not a requirement.
Right.
If you don't go to the gym, I'm still cool with it. But when I met her, she was going to the gym. Now, all of a sudden, through the process of going to the gym, she didn't want to go to the gym anymore. Stop! I'm not forcing you to go to the gym.
But she knows that you like the woman that goes to the gym. You see what happens there? It becomes a conundrum. Big word.
This guy, let's move, guys.
Not trying to make him eat that every single day. For me, I just want it to be incorporated in our lifestyle. If we have children, my kids are going to eat these things. I hope you know. And I hope they're even addicted to pounded yam. If you don't like it, that's your business.
Yes!
You can live on your meal prep, your bland chicken, and is it cauliflower and broccoli. If you like that, you could eat.
So
Denise, can I? Yes. You're familiar with palm oil, right?
Yes.
with
Palm oil?
palm oil, yes.
Yeah. Do you eat it at all?
I don't know.
Why?
I've never used it in cooking, so I
It's
would
quite bad for you, actually. It's quite bad for your insides. So, but at the same time, if you know, to be fair, if you did use it in cooking in terms of, well, proportionately, you know, if you weigh it, stuff like that, some people don't do that. But if you did, then maybe you'll be able to calculate what you're eating. So in theory, what I'm trying to say is, I don't have an issue with African dishes, but if the calories are not calculated, you're just filling your gut and you don't even know what's going on with your body.
You do have an issue with African dishes because if you're talking about calories, like I said before, he eats ice cream, he eats donuts,
It's calculated.
he eats donuts,
It's
and he also
calculated.
eats takeout, so pizza and
Calculated.
etc.
It's calculated.
I don't need to calculate. Did your mum calculate when she was making you African dishes? These foods are not calculated. I calculate with my eyes. So I know how much palm oil I put in there. I know how much oil and...
But when I started off this thing, I said there's nothing wrong with African food, but then you don't know what's in it. You don't know how to. That's where he's getting to. Like it's like you can't. You work so hard and then you just put like it could be like 10 grams, but then the calories in this, the fat in it, the whatever, it messes up your whole thing.
That is not even what my mind was.
Oh,
When you said
the
your
mom.
mother.
Hey, your mom will say, "Eat that thing, eat that thing."
that works for both of you.
I think he's just become bougie. I think for him, he feels like eating these kinds of food makes him look bad, or you feel some type of way, maybe eating with your hands. Is that what it is?
I disagree. When we first started dating, right, you know, we used to, I remember I took her to this restaurant in Peckham. It's called Lolak, or Lolake. There's that. When we go there, we're getting down. It's kind of like a real bush, let me not say bush, but kind of, you know, you get down, you use your hands and all that stuff. But when you kind of think about it, you know, if I'm wearing a 2K suit, do I want to be in Peckham Market? No. I'd probably want to be Piccadilly Circus.
So in other words, you're saying that I'm bush.
I'm not saying you're bush.
Because
but
we go out to high-end restaurants. I would still love to eat pounded yam and efferiro. It's always going to be a part of it.
Stop it. Me, I like Chioma.
Yeah, no, that's first of all, he took her to a restaurant, an African restaurant, where he knew what the setup was, right? So now, why is he wearing a 2K suit to go there? First of all,
But my question is, eating African dish and 2K suit or 10K suit doesn't matter.
no, it doesn't matter. But then he feels like that's why he describes it like in the bush or whatever. So if you know that you're going there, I'm not gonna come like obviously like now
Suited up like overdressed.
yeah. Well, I guess maybe that's not my character. Right now, I could have also, I mean, there's certain dress code that you have for certain places. I could have also been here with a suit and tie, but this is we talking like gents, so we're comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So now he's going some place, maybe you're sitting on the floor, whatever, maybe you're sitting and you're eating with your hands. Why are you wearing that suit? First of all.
Yeah.
So that shows that this guy doesn't want to compromise. I understand his lifestyle and all of that stuff, but I also understand her. She doesn't have to eat it every day.
Yeah.
If you with somebody, she did not choose to be eating what you eating.
I actually want to find out who approached who. Is he not the man that approached her?
Yeah, probably.
So then what is his issue?
He's selfish, basically.
This guy. Sorry, Paul. You're selfish.
It's going to be a part of me.
No, that's
What I am telling you, Paul, babe, is that we eat it, we incorporate it into our lifestyle. We don't have to denounce it. For what? For steak? What are you talking about? These things are two different things.
What I'm saying
You don't need to
here-
wear a 2K suit. You can wear jeans. He's pissing me off. You can wear tracksuits.
Yeah, but what
Do you
I'm-
dress like this 24/7?
That is what I'm saying.
Yep.
I'm not wearing clothes 24/7.
Chioma, what is coming over here is that you both have a different plan. And at some point, if you were to both get onto each other's page,
Preach.
it would be an easier solution.
Period.
This guy don't get respect too.
There's no period and there's no preach. So stop doing that, because that's patronising. Okay? He's exaggerating. He's telling you, like, I want him to eat palm oil every single day. I don't do that.
Fucking fry it every day.
No, I don't fry palm oil every day.
No. I'm getting a tiny bit pissed off. Let's think about this now. All right, let me give you a case scenario, right? So, let's say I'm up in, give or take, Mayfair, training a client, huge mansion, right? Now, I'm preaching, you know, eat healthy, be fit. Come on, let's go. 5 more reps, right? I get home, we've got the fucking Afrobeats whiz kid pumping in the house, yeah? Chomba's there dancing around, frying oil in the fucking pot. What the hell? There's a fucking spray that you can spray to calculate the thing. I've told her this a million times. You come in the house to fucking play a whiz kid like we're in a fucking village. What type of crap is that?
Hey, oh boy, slow down. Did this guy just call whiskey and start called village?
So basically, what I'm getting from this guy is he's embarrassed of his heritage.
Thank you. He doesn't know who he is.
That's
No, I'm
what
getting pissed off with this guy. This poor guy is God have mercy. I mean, how? You telling me whiskey and Davido? I mean, Afrobeats. Afrobeats is a thing. This guy is bougie. He thinks he's British.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off, you this Paul. I'm getting pissed off, guys. Sorry, man.
I love Afrobeats.
Also listen to other genres. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't eat palm oil every day. I don't know what house you're going to, but I don't eat palm oil every day. I would like to eat these heavy foods maybe on a Sunday. I also eat steak and salmon and sea bass and everything else that he eats, just seasoned, all right? What I'm trying to say is the fact Paul does not like African dishes. We are both Nigerian. Do you understand? Like, we come from a place. So he's denounced his culture all for his Mayfair clients. This is my issue. Not that I want him to do it every single day.
With the greatest respect, the Mayfair clients aren't in your house.
So why does he come home with that same attitude then?
Chioma has this whole kind of Afrocentric type of, go back to Africa, I'm African and I'm proud. Yeah, we're all proud to be African, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, we're in London right now. Like, let's get with the program.
Mayfair. I don't know, Mayfair or Lorry Fair, whichever one it is. This guy is mad.
Crazy.
He's pissing me off.
Crazy.
The guy is pissing me off. Guys, sorry, man. He's making my West African come out.
Yeah, he need a hiding. That's what he needs. Not even a beating. He needs a hiding.
Paul?
Okay. I could find...
All this body, he's wasting it because we don't even have sex, so stop all your running.
Ooh, that's a low blow.
On that note,
That's a low...
Yo.
Guys, we'll be right back.
Yo. I think I'm gonna drop some jewels for you guys. 2 things that you should never talk about, you know, is for like something that hits a guy, blow him down is his money and the bedroom, the boudoir. Don't talk about that. Those 2
Money and sex.
Yeah. If a guy doesn't have that, depression. If a guy is not hitting it right, depression.
Yo, bruh. No, but ish went in, eh? But hold on. You were saying that he's got all this body and he's not... Hey, God. Let me continue, bro.
Oh, blow. Woo, it's going to be a long night. Let's go.
no, please don't make fun of it because this, you know, is a very important scenario. You talk about your business in a very serious way.
Yeah, it is.
And your relationship is also a very serious business.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Chioma has just mentioned the sexual side of your
It's not Chioma,
life.
man. It's Chioma.
Now,
please.
has it always been this way? Or when you first got together, was it very different?
When we first got together, we used to fuck like animals. Do you understand? We had things to do. We were still busy. You and I, we had jobs. We had businesses. We were busy, but we made time to have sex. Now, I don't understand what it is. I don't know if Paul is cheating. I don't know if he doesn't find me attractive. It doesn't...
Bro, we need to discuss this thing. I think I actually want to do the separate topic whereby we'll be discussing some of the differences that takes place in a man's body when he's aging, from the age of 20 to 30, 30 to 40, the sexual drives and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna handle that separately. That's a different topic. So I'm not gonna discuss. We're not gonna go much into detail with this topic when it comes to sex and what actually happens in a man's body, because he's a personal trainer. Like I said, he knows the types of things that goes into a man's body. And sometimes when we're younger, we can have crazy amount of sex, but as we get older, the testosterone drops. So now you have to find a way to counter it. Even if you counter it, I don't think that you're gonna get to that same level. I don't know. Okay, let's go.
Okay, well, ask him, when was the last time we had sex?
Scientifically, yes, we are animals, but we're not in a bloody forest, are we? Do you understand? Like, I'm not just gonna come home, start jumping up and down like a rabbit. Like, who's got time for that? I'm busy, I'm making money. Like, I'm not just there laying around with my legs open, ready to do a madness. It's not like that.
When last did you fuck me?
Do you really want to go there?
Please, no, answer the question. Do you remember? Because I don't.
I'll tell you.
How can I be in the same house touching myself with a boyfriend in the same house with me?
Hey!
Okay, no,
Hey! Hey, God, you are good, dude. Hey! I know, my yeah. Hey! Did she just like touching herself? What does a man do? Oh, boy, say something about this one. This one, I don't have anything else to say. Hey, Hey, it's bad, dude. People are having it bad, dude.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Like you said, scientifically, we animals, but you're not animal. But you gotta let that.
Yeah, let it come out. Yeah.
You gotta let that animal come out sometimes, right?
Yeah, but for a woman, like, also, like, I understand this whole thing is like, I don't know, it's already on YouTube and stuff like that, but the sexuality thing, when you hit a guy with it, it really affects them. Heavy, big time. But also, I've heard this before. I don't want to go deep into it because I want to do it as a different topic, but I've heard this before, which you don't have to answer. We'll answer in the next episode that we'll be doing. I've heard that most fit guys are lazy in bed. I don't know how true that is, because I think I'm fit, I think he's fit, but we don't know about what laziness is, but I think that's a topic for another day, right? But
comment below.
Yeah.
Niece, I've got this.
Right.
Okay.
Let's just hear what Paul's got to say.
All right, babe. Babe, I love you.
So why don't you touch me?
When I come home from work and I see my girlfriend, right? When I just see her, I'm happy. That's love to me. That's enough for me. But at the same time, why do you feel like you need me inside of you 24/7 before you can feel loved?
I don't feel like I need you inside me 24/7, but I'm not wood.
You're having fun with this.
No, man. The amount of nonsense this boy can talk and this lady can talk is crazy. But here's the thing, right?
Right.
Here's what I see. Compatibility.
Yeah. That's why I said at the beginning, everybody had a contract. You read the T's and C's and you're like, am I going to be able to handle this? Am I not going to? Why did you sign that?
Why did you sign the contract?
Why?
Compatibility, I feel like they're on different levels of compatibility, even career-wise, I can tell.
Yeah.
Career, they're not compatible. Sexually, they're not compatible. Because, you see, in the beginning of a relationship, everyone can go all jungle.
Yes.
Because when something is new, you want to go all crazy about it. But as time goes on, then you get into your real pattern. So you need to know the kind of person that you're dealing with. And that is where I see the problem happening here. Because this guy, his love, I won't say a love language, but his way of seeing love is seeing the woman and he's okay.
But how would they have known this if they didn't go through this journey?
True, but also that is why you got to be real with yourself. You know who you are.
Yeah, but then
I know who I am.
You're gonna go spill your beans.
Oh no, bit by bit. But I think these guys have been together for quite a bit.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, quite a bit. So I think that at least by the first year, you know what's cooking. But also, here's the thing: could it be that he's doing this because his test levels have dropped?
I don't think so, because like you said, you can counter.
You can counter.
Counter that, because yes, your test level dropped. As I said, there's two things that you don't mess around. As you as a guy, if you feel that, man, something's up, guess what you're gonna do? You'll be like, there's westernized medicine, there's African medicine, there's
a lot of things.
You're gonna be like, yo.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk to your boys first, and then if we don't know, you'll be like, just go to you know Exactly. So
We West
me, I
Africans,
don't
we know.
understand.
Yeah, I don't understand this thing where they're hopping for you. Okay, let's go, bro.
Okay, I'm a woman and I find you attractive and I would like to have sex with you once in a while. Even if it's once a week, babe, because we don't do that.
I understand that I might have a high sex drive, but Paul has a very low sex drive. And
Is it too much to ask for a woman to ask once a week?
I don't know. I'm not married, guys.
We're not married, so we can answer that. Let's go.
I don't know.
we can meet in the middle somehow. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind having sex at least 3 times a week. We are not even having that a month. So, of course I have a...
Did she just say they're not having sex once a month? Look, I've actually, don't let me judge here, because I've heard someone tell me, a close friend of mine, lady friend that is married, actually told me that there are times that, they said it's seasonal. I've not been married before, so I can't really tell, but she said it's seasonal. There are times that they will have it a lot, the times that they wouldn't. And, you know, you have to just ride the wave kind of thing, you know? So I think that she has a very high sexual levels, libido and whatever, but Paul, on the other hand, he's dropping. But for someone that is gymming a lot like that, I think he's able to counter a little bit, you know. But I don't think he's like 40. I don't know his age, but I don't think he's like 40. But if people are 40, they can still counter it. There's some 50-year-old men that are still doing damage. like for real though. So you got to find a way to counter it. I don't know. But I feel like once a month is okay. But I've also been, guys.
First, yes, it's good. I understand therapy and all of that stuff is all good. What would you do if your woman is talking like this, like airing your shit out like this?
Hey, my brother, even first of all, I won't even go here.
That's the thing. What would you do? What are they doing here?
That's the first thing. Me, I won't go. As a West African man, I won't go there.
After this, they're breaking up.
I'm telling you straight up.
After this, they're breaking up.
Because now everyone knows your nonsense. Everyone knows this guy is showering you once a month. Oh no, he's not even touching her once a month.
So now his stock has dropped. Woo, like the chicks will be like, this guy's not gonna.
Never. But you'll be so shocked. There's a woman out there that this guy will react different to.
Oh yeah.
Because you see, this is what we need to understand. Because you love someone this way doesn't mean you love the other person the same way. People are different. You might not be compatible with this person, but he's very compatible with someone else. That with that person, he will probably do what he wasn't doing for you. You need to get that. That's something that happens in a lot of relationships. But anyway, let's get it.
Be right to complain. I feel that it's a disrespect to him and to myself that I'm having to touch myself in my house when I live with my partner.
What you need to do first, right? I understand that you love me, but I also understand I love me, okay?
So you don't want to have sex?
No, what I'm saying is, you need to love you first.
I love me.
You need to love you more.
To do what? To not be able to release?
No, in order for you to not feel like you need me to be inside of you before you can feel loved.
Don't let me suspect you, because at the end of the day, I don't understand what this means. I could be in the house with booty shorts, Paul will walk past me.
You want me to say, hey, you're wearing booty shorts?
No, you can touch my bum, I don't know, slip it in or something. Do something that men do to their girls.
It's what it is when you get used to something.
Yeah.
You don't realize. Sometimes you can have a stunning girl.
Yeah.
Everybody is seeing that, but you don't see it. Because you're so used to it. So now what do you do?
Familiarity.
Yes, what do you do so that you don't get used to something? Because...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Guys, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You see this thing? It happens when the guy's mind is occupied by something. My personal experience, I'm gonna tell you my opinion, my personal experience. If I'm dating someone,
right,
and I find someone else, I'm not cheating or anything like that, but I'm entertaining someone else that I feel like can replace you as a woman. I don't start to see you in that sense, that heavy, like when you're wearing a booty, whatever, booty shorts and stuff like that, I won't see it, or I have to say, hey, booty short. No, I won't be. The thing is that men, we are very straightforward. So our thinking is just direct. So sometimes when we start to like diverse our thinking and stuff like that, we can't really maintain our full focus on the person that we're with. I'm not saying it happens to everyone, but what I'm saying now is that most men that are doing things outside, that are seeing someone else outside, or that have someone else that occupying their mind. They have someone else occupying their mind. Men that have that issue, this tends to happen. It could be a game. it can be, it's not only about a woman, something that they're using to fill up a gap. It could be a video game, it could be their career, it could be a lot of things, right? Look, obviously career is a good path, but sometimes something is occupying their mind so much that even when they see you, they don't see you. A man can be working so much, he's so much into his career. You can walk naked, he ain't going to see you.
Yeah, but then my question remains, how you've been living with somebody, you're married, 3, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. It's like this. You've seen this person so much. It's like, I know I work hard for what I got, but I don't see it as impressive as somebody else because I see myself every single day.
Familiarity. Yeah,
so now how do you counter that? That's my question. How do you counter that? You can be into somebody, you can be, how do you see? Because everything new, it's just like, you get a new car. You'll start looking outside. Man, my car is dope. That's a Ferrari. And then you get used to it. And then you're just like, okay, so now how do you counter that?
Okay, cool. So my thinking is that, I'm not going to compare that to the Ferrari, but I get what you're saying. But here's the thing, right? There's one thing that I once heard someone talk about. And I was very young when I heard this. And that has been a lesson for me. And I think one day I pray I take it into marriage, is that you have to find new ways to love your person.
Oh, yeah.
The issue is that if you don't find new ways to bring that love out of you all the time, because I've said this countless times, love is a decision, not an emotion.
Right.
If you base it on an emotion, yes, this happens. But if you base it on a decision, so you got to find ways and means to always find different ways to love your person, even if you like so comfortable.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. But like her method, she had probably, I mean, when this thing was new, she used to wear booty shorts, and he would be like, oh, right? But she also needs to change it up. Maybe that booty short thing, it's an old trick. Now
What does she wear bum shorts?
like now bring whips and like I don't know.
Horse riding.
Be like in the apartment, like
let's move, dog.
see, you gotta change it up, right?
Yeah, nah, true.
But yeah, like you said, some people,
Mix it up.
Yeah, you're focused in whatever. It could be their career, it could be whatever. But then, like you said, learn like
different ways to love
man.
your person. Yeah, true. All right.
They're girls and they see them. Honestly.
Chioma, do you ever instigate sex with him?
All the time. There's a situation where we planned to have sex. Paul was, I don't know what happened. He agreed anyway. It's even, I'm so embarrassed saying this. Like, we organised a day where we were going to have sex. I went out, I bought lingerie, I bought rose petals, wine, I dimmed the lights, everything. Paul came in. Do you know what he did? He ate and he went to bed.
I have to get him on weekends and we have to put it in our diary because he's very much about diary.
No, bruh. No. I feel like when you start planning to have sex, that's already becoming a toxic relationship.
Oh, definitely.
This is a toxic relationship. No doubt. You don't have to plan to have sex. And also what I'm seeing here is that roles have switched. Paul is not pursuing the wife or the girlfriend. The girlfriend is pursuing Paul.
No, but I mean, he's a guy, meaning that usually the guy, it's exciting. You chase and you hunt, and you've caught your prey, and you chill now.
No,
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Don't get me wrong. But that's what happens. People get comfortable,
and you
shouldn't.
The problem.
But that's the thing. With somebody out there that knows how do you not get familiar? How do you not get comfortable? How do you keep changing things up? What must you do? I want to know.
No, but it's simple, bro. That's why friendship is very key. Friendship is key in a lot of relationships, right? I feel like you got to do things. You got to make a conscious effort to do things to bring in excitement into the relationship. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
But if you're not bringing those excitement into the relationship, this is what happens.
Okay,
because
cool.
Now this is being selfish. I feel like now Chioma is pursuing Paul, but Paul is not pursuing the person. Yes, I understand the hunting situation. Yes, we hunt as men. Okay, when you get the woman, now we chill. No, we're not supposed to chill. When we get the woman, what is supposed to happen now? Now that you've gotten the woman, both of you have to pursue each other. From what I'm seeing, only Chioma is pursuing Paul. Paul is just chilling and being a spectator.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to do that.
He goes and he sleeps.
Yeah.
But we get tired, Joe.
No. But then the thing is that, like, you should have said something. Like, obviously, that's a little bit disrespectful in a sense where she went, and I'm sure lingerie is not cheap.
Hey, I mean, I don't know how much it costs. I
Yeah, I'm sure it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. Please drop the price of lingerie. Let's know.
Schedule this, let's put this in our diary, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to make me feel unattractive, even though I know I'm sexy as fuck, and I know there's men out there that would want what he doesn't want. So for me, it's like, if you don't want it, then let me go, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so that day, long story short, had a late night. So one of my clients, one of my top clients, he's only in the country 2 weeks out of the month. He lives in Abu Dhabi, long story. Anyhow, so I actually set him a target. So because he was going on holiday, I assumed that he wasn't going to reach that fitness target. And I had a bet with him that if he exceeds the target, I'll run 10K in front of him. So with clients like that, I can't say to them, oh, I'll give you a discount. That doesn't work. You need to do something. So long story short, he hit his target and I ran the 10K, right? By the time I got home, I was knackered. Now, Chioma basically wants me to carry her that night.
Not necessarily.
It's a joke.
Did you say?
Bruh.
Talk. What are you
Bruh.
thinking? What are you thinking?
I understand he ran 10K. I understand that. So, bro, what I'm saying is that 10K is not 50K. I'm trying to say that there are excuses. And here's the thing. Even if you cannot, communication.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Communication. He didn't communicate, he just went to bed.
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
And she did all of that. She dimmed the live candle, pitting rose petals and lingerie and all of that stuff. And I mean, that's a little bit disrespectful. Just say how you're feeling or whatever, and then I don't know if it's a rain check or like J. Cole said, can I hit it in the morning? They live together, right?
Yeah, but I feel like this guy just got excuses. It's either this guy is not that much into this girl anymore, or this guy got a side chick. It's as simple as that.
Did you say anything about your situation at work, or did you leave Chioma not knowing why? Because it might have been read as if you weren't interested.
Of course I'm interested. I'll be about it.
No, I don't think he is, because at the end of the day, I knew nothing about the 10K. He agreed to have sex that day, so why are we not having sex?
No, because...
You let me go out and buy lingerie, you allowed me to cook, you still ate the food. Why were you tired to eat?
I'll tell you the problem that I have with Chioma, right? I feel like whenever she initiates sex, it's not genuine. And what I mean by that, but let me explain. No, I'll make it, it's gonna make sense now. So she has different approaches, right? Sometimes I could be at the door, she's dragging me in from the tie. You understand? Other times, she could play it cool. She could say, okay, you know what? She's gonna cook this, meal prep, by the way. She'll cook this. So look, listen to this, right? One day, long story short, by the end of the night, she had the rose petals, she had the candles, she had the massage bed, right? So I'm laying down, I'm getting the massage, and I just think to myself that, you know what the funny thing is? 1,000,000% that massage has to end with a happy ending.
Why are you saying it like a...
You know what? I just need it's not like a religious thing, because obviously they live together. It's nothing. So I think he's just not into her. He's just not that into her.
That's what I'm thinking. This guy's not that into this girl.
Simple. It's done. But then he's just like, he's so used to her being around cooking and all of that stuff.
The idea of having her around.
So it's not that into her. So that's the thing.
If I do something like this, look, I know I'm into media and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't mind having conversations like this, but it has to go to a certain level. But they went very deep, which is cool. I get that they probably older and can do whatever, but my kind of parents can still clap me at this age. So I'm not even gonna do that.
This big age,
they'll still clap me, and they don't care how much muscle I've got, they'll still clap me. But here's my thing, right? My take on this whole thing is pretty simple. What are they doing? It's as simple as that. Yuri has even said everything that I wanted to say. What are they doing? Because first and foremost, I can see and I can tell for a fact that this guy is not that much into this girl as this girl is that much into him. Paul is not into Chioma as Chioma is into Paul. And that is the biggest issue here. Because the excuses, he keeps on giving excuses. Guys, let me tell you something about personal trainers. He knows they meet a lot of women. A lot of women. And sometimes if you're not strong enough, that one woman, I'm not saying that's what happened. One woman, because you know what? These guys, they look good. You can see what I'm talking about, right? They look good. And here's the thing. My take is pretty simple. This is the reason why they say gym guys are whack. This is one of the reasons why. Because this guy, his whole entire life is based on gym. And he's neglecting his woman. The biggest thing that we have to understand is that even if we focus on our careers, focus on whatever we're focusing on, we also have to know we have someone else to focus on. That is my take. Like I said, you just said everything that I needed to say. Compatibility is key here. This guy is not, I don't think he's ready for a woman. I think he just needs to be single and focus on his life. And then you can take it from there. I don't know if you want to add anything to it, because I want to, before I wrap up.
No, I think, like you said, you just have to communicate. And she should have known. He should have known.
The contract.
That's what it is.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I know this is this is my second reaction video that I'm doing with Yuri. Please stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, share, like, comment, and we want some comments, some nice comments there. This was Blue Therapy. It is what it is. It's myself, Kim Melanin, and my boy Yuri, the Incredible. You know what time it is? We out. Cheers. Boom.